via California State University, Long Beach.
But that's okay.
Please walk your step when you're boarding the bus.
That is
Por favor,
okay.
tenga cuidado con sus pasos al abordar el autobús.
So, another day, another dollar. Yesterday I took a break. Yesterday I took a break because I had to do some admin work. I got $20 for it. I had $20 for it.
At Clark Avenue via California State University, Long Beach. Please walk your step when you're boarding the bus.
Por favor,
Personally, I think I
tenga
need a
cuidado
raise.
con sus pasos al abordar el autobús.
That took me like, no. I think $20 is fine. $20 is fine. No, because then I was like, doing other stuff too, and I was like, But then I finished and I was like, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it is pretty good. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm like, dude, if anything needs to be changed, just go in the document and just. I think technology is amazing. Technology is amazing.
Ocean Boulevard at 19th Place, Long Beach, Indian Boulevard.
Today's Nate's birthday. Happy birthday, boo. He said his mother is Swedish. No, not Swedish. Swiss. Oh my god, sometimes I mix it up and then I don't realize until later on that I mixed it up. Anyways, I'm just out here. I think I'm trying a new hairstyle. I like it. It looks crazy in a good way. I was just very curious as to how people became the things that they are. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, I keep seeing all these trillionaires. I'm like, well, how do they become trillionaires? Not all of these trillionaires. There's only like one, right? I don't know. Oh, that's nice. But I'm like seeing people who are like business owners, who are property managers, and like all these things, all these occupations, and I'm like, but like how did you do it? Because as far as I'm concerned, people keep asking me for money every time they're like, yeah, I'll give you the certificate, blah 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 blah, or oh yes, go to this program, give me your money so that I can give you this license. And then I'm like, and then instantly like a bunch of questions just pop that's why, like, I'm feeling very, like, sick and tired. I'm feeling very sick and tired of very specific problems.
Route 121,
Like, very specific problems that like, more than just I'm having, because, like, I don't want to focus on problems that only I'm having, bro. How to keep from being horrendously selfish. Focus on problems that are affecting you and other people, so that you can also talk to other people and come up with solutions. And I'm like, dude, like, no, like, we need to, like, we already have the solutions, right? That's the thing. We just, like the people who don't want to help need to just say, I don't want to help, and not help, no matter who's mad at them or whatever. Just, and then just go somewhere else. Please go somewhere else if you're not gonna help.
2nd Street at Park Avenue, Belmont Shore.
Oh my god. Like, I'm like, I can't believe that some random 25-year-old is just, like, gonna grab America by its ear. And when I say that, I mean that. I am literally grabbing America by its ear right now. I'm like, what are you doing? The American government, like, I'm like, who's in there? What are you guys doing? I'm like, who's in there? And what are you guys doing? Because there are people out here, down here, who don't fucking like what's going on.
Route 121, Belmont Shore to PPH at Park Avenue, California State University, Long Beach.
We don't want our tax money going to Israel, bruh. When we can't even get a homeless shelter to not be at capacity for 2 seconds, bruh. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh yeah, you want to send our tax money that's supposed to help us and not help us? I don't even need to say it. I don't even need to say it. Because so many people online have already complained. So many people online have already complained. So many complaints, dude. So many complaints. And I have seen valid ones. I have seen valid ones. In real life. Living day to day, bruh. And I'm like, this, you need money to not be in a state of stress and constant worry. God bless America, but fuck whoever is, like, running this shit into the ground. Seriously. Because I'm not gonna say it's Trump. I'm not gonna say it's anybody. I'm not gonna say it's anybody. Because I don't know these niggas. Like, I don't know them. I don't know these niggas. All I know is the bus driver got there when the bus driver was supposed to get there and took me to 2nd Street just so that I could look at Turkish Michael Oshner and sneakers. Exactly. It's like, I would rather be here. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. Hey, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. Did I eat today? No. What time is it? 1 o'clock. I'm going to Angel Share. I'm going to Angel Share at 3 o'clock. Catch me over there with my happy hour burger. $6.13 or 12 cents or something. That's what I want. That's me. California waters. Yeah. Thank you, plumbers. Thank you, plumbers. Thank you, plumbers. I'm like, what if a bunch of people just knew how to like do their own plumbing? I'm like, what if there were plumbers who were like teaching people how to be plumbers? Like, we need. And what is up with? I don't think I ever understood this whole like blue collar worker thing. Like, it's because what I hear is that like people disrespect them for like no reason. That's what I hear. I'm just like, and my understanding is that a blue collar worker is somebody who does something that you don't want to do, or that you don't have the skills to do, even if you wanted to do it. Something that may be dangerous. Electricians, like, they get up there and then they're like, I'm gonna do something with these wires. I didn't say mess around, because they're not messing around with the wires. Like, they actually have to do something with the wires. They actually have to do something with the wires. They actually have to make sure that the wires go to the right places, and that they're like, that's work. And then some hoes are just like, you showed up for dinner late. Oh my God. That was definitely not something that I worried about ever. I was like, dude, you don't know when you're gonna be home? Okay. What bothered me was that I just want, if you're going to give me instruction, the instruction should be clear. And I didn't agree that with the clarity. I didn't agree with the clarity. Like, it wasn't clear for me. It wasn't clear for me with that guy sometimes. I was like, what do you want? I'm like, what do you want? Like, why are you beefing with me? I'm like, dude, I'm right here. I'm right here. You can ask me for literally, like, whatever you want. I mean, there's no guarantee I'm going to say yes, but what could you possibly ask me for me to say no? If I trust you. I'm like, the chances of me saying no are slim to none. If you ask me for something, or you ask me a question, I'll likely answer. I'm like, dude. Because the problems start when you start hiding shit. That's what I learned. When you start hiding shit, that's where your problems start. And then I was like, well, if the gays can be the gays, if the whoever wants to be the whoever, they can be the whoever. Why can't I go out here and be like, these are my Turkish husbands? And I have many, many, many other husbands in my head. Not for realsies. They're I don't know these guys. I really don't know these guys. I just showed up one day and I was like, can I stay here? Can I stay standing here day after day after day, just yapping on, singing and yapping on, singing, talking, sing. I dance a little sometimes, but not that much because it has to be a song that is like really like that just makes me want to bust a motherfucking move. No, that's a video. There are these two people, black people in a basement or something, and then they're just standing, and then one of them is just like, I don't know, it's just something about that song that makes me want to bust a motherfucking move. That's what he said. Hey, that kid's doing what is it called, a wheelie? That's cool. That's really cool. I like it when the kids are doing stuff like that. When the teenage boys are doing stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, do that. Don't, harass people. Don't steal, please. Don't, get together and beat people up. What the fuck is that shit? What the fuck is that? Unless it's for good reason. Because sometimes there's somebody who's just been acting up and won't stop. Some people just won't stop acting up until they get their asses beat. I'm just saying. You don't have to listen to me. Free will, baby, free will. That's why I keep saying, I'm like, dude, if they want to get rid of me so badly, they can just call the police, or they could honestly just come out here and just be like, could you leave? And I would leave. I really would. They could just be like, you're disturbing our customers. Our customers don't like you. Can you leave? I'd be like, yeah, okay, bye. And then I go over there to Panama Joe's or something, and then I'd do the same thing. And then I'd be like, do you want me to leave? I mean, like, and then if they do, then I'll go. What's the opposite of a vampire? Like somebody who brings you the energy, who brings you the life force. Not blood, like the life force. That's what I mean. What's the opposite of a vampire? I can't look it up right now because I'm recording. That's what you guys need to be doing. That is exactly what you guys need to be doing. Is riding your bikes out by the beach, eating some ice cream. That is the best, in my opinion, that's the best possible thing a kid could do, other than, I mean, studying. But like, kids don't want to study. That's why you gotta what is it? In, like, if they're in a classroom setting of sorts, you can't just be like, oh, here's this book, we're opening this book and we're gonna take some notes or whatever the fuck. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Mainly with girls, that can happen. Because they're, dude, no. The shit that Dr. Peterson was talking about was for realsies. I wasn't listening to Dr. Peterson for his religious or political views. I was just watching it because he's a psychology professor, bro. He's a psychology professor. I was watching him because I love psychology. I was just watching Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, because I love psychology so much. And I had an amazing teacher in high school named Mr. Thompson, and he was my AP Psych teacher. And that class was awesome. And I think the only reason why it was awesome is because he's a person who actually understands psychology. He's a person who actually understood exactly what he was teaching us. He would wear his Hawaiian shirts with his hibiscus flowers, and he would wear his jeans and his Chucks. He loves his Chucks. He kind of looks like Bert from Raising Hope. So yeah, imagine that kind of guy. And he's really cool. He showed up to our graduation, and it was awesome. Shout out Mr. Thompson. We love you, Mr. Thompson. Because I got the chance to sit next to all of my best friends. Dude. Wait, but I don't think Taryn was in that class, though. I'm mad that Taryn wasn't in that class. I love me some Taryn Elizabeth Harris.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the spot.
But Courtney was my partner. My best friend, Courtney. My best friend, Courtney. She was my partner. And then, like, I could tell you right now. I can tell you who was in that class, who I remember being in that class. I remember Petra and Maya. I don't think Lily was there. Ileana, Leslie, Yesenia, Hershey. Sorry, Hiiiii. Oh my god. Sorry. Hiiiii. And then there was Abigail and Caitlin and Christelle. Wasn't Christelle in Miss Johnson's class when I was in Mr. Johnson's class? I don't remember. And I know some guys were in that class. I know some guys who were in that class. I know Lorenzo was in that class. Lorenzo Mendoza. I think he was one of my Filipino husbands in high school and college. But like also after college because I was at Catalina Island with my ex-boyfriend on my birthday once, and I just saw him there. I'm like, I smell a conspiracy. I don't know. I smell a conspiracy. Because my ex-boyfriend is the kind of guy who will just talk to anybody. He'll just talk to anybody. He is very, oh God, he's such a, like, he gives me politician vibes for sure. Persuasive ass motherfucker. Machiavellian. Knows how to scheme like a real oh, he likes a nasty scheme. He likes a nasty scheme. Oh my God, I can't. I'm gonna stop saying scheme. If you're Turkish, you know why. Plots. I can say plots. See? Those kids are there. I was like, I don't want to talk too much around the kids. You know?
Finished one drink.
I don't talk too much about my crazy, scary life. My crazy, scary life. I'll talk about my crazy, scary life though. I'll be like, dude, when I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, When I was 12 years old, my grandma died. Dude, my grandma died when I was 12 years old, bro. It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I really don't know why I'm laughing. Nah. No, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I hope it seems like she's resting peacefully. And, I haven't, I see her every once in a while in my dreams. And, she's usually just, doing something very chill. Like, she, like, the last time I saw her was maybe, like, I don't know. It really wasn't long ago. It was less than 6 months ago, I'm pretty sure. And we were making sandwiches or something in my dream. Because, I mean, it's probably because I was probably, like, my brain was probably playing with the memory of her making me sandwiches when I was young. She would make me my peanut butter and jelly and honey sandwiches. Peanut butter, jelly, and honey. She would make it just right. And then she would cut it diagonally for me. And she would take off the crust if I wanted her to take off the crust. Oh my god. And then she didn't want to make me any more sandwiches, so she told me she didn't want to make me any more sandwiches. And then it was fine, dude. Dude. She watched Raw 1 with me, bruh. She did. I remember this very specifically. That's why I'm saying it. This is the one that I remember the most specifically. That my grandmother was watching Raw 1 with me. Like, Chamachello was real once. It really was. She knows. I'm like, she knew. But, like, honestly, like, I hope my grandma is just, like, alive and well. I hope that they've been keeping her somewhere. I hope that they've been keeping her somewhere safe, personally. I hope that she never actually died. I hope she's... No. I was just saying, I hope she's pulling a Victor Newman. I hope she's pulling a Victor Newman. I hope to God she's pulling a Victor Newman. And if you're middle-aged, if you're middle-aged or older and you're American, you know exactly. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about The Young and the Restless, dude. The Young and the Restless. She loved The Young and the Restless. She loved The Bold and the Beautiful. She loved Guiding Light. She had her shows. She had her shows. Those were her shows. Those were her big three. She was always watching. I know because I was there. Because she was watching me, dude. And she would just watch TV while my mom was at work. Hi. Wow. You guys all in slingshots? Nice. Have a great day. There's black people in some slingshots. Hell yeah. I love that shit. Nice. Nice. Wow. How cool is that? Oh my God. I know I talk about how much I love white happiness, but like, I love black happiness. Of course I love black happiness. Come on. Stop playing. Stop playing. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I'll act like a white girl. I'll act like a foreign girl. Yeah, whatever. But I'm like, no, but I'm black though, for real. But then, the reason why, like, sometimes, like there's a little friction there is because, like, there are other black people who will just make fun of you. They'll just make fun of you, and it's not funny. And it doesn't feel good. Like, there are black people who will just make fun of you, and it just doesn't feel good. For just doing something differently. Just doing something differently. I'm like, yeah. So growing up, I didn't even hate myself though. I wasn't even like, oh, I want to bleach my skin. No. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about which video game I wanted to play on my PS2. Okay. God. I didn't really because I didn't really get picked on because I was already in the soup. I was already in the soup. I was already in the soup, and I was like, and then I went to Tincture down there, around the corner, and then I was like, wait a second. And then I started talking like the majority of the people who were there, and it was white kids, dude. It was white kids. But they weren't the ones who were bothering me, for real. No. It was just honestly, mainly my whole life, it was just my mom and and her eldest son who bothered me my whole life. The whole black thing and the whole hair thing, and then there were people every once in a while, black people, because as far as I'm concerned, I've only seen white people who were either too scared to say something that may come across as racist, or if they were racist, they were definitely not yelling the N-word. They were showing it in a different way, in a more subtle way, you know. It was never for me. It's oh, has anybody been racist to you in your life? Yeah, but hasn't everybody had somebody say some little comment or something that was just you know what I mean? I'm not every single person, but I'm dude, because as far as I see, everybody bullies everybody sometimes. These certain people from this group will just be white people, blah, 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 blah. And it's mean and rude and nasty. But then sometimes I'll see some white people, and I'll be and then they'll say something that's suspicious, and I'm but I'm never. Ooh, I hate calling people racist though. I hate calling people racist. I hate it. I'm I would rather not even talk about it, because I'll know by the end of the conversation. I already know if you're racist or not. So I'm dude, and then I'm especially because it's not it's definitely not socially acceptable to just yell at somebody and call them a bunch of slurs, right? Nobody is gonna just stand there and just be if somebody's just hurling all these insults at somebody, nobody's just gonna stand there and not say anything, right? Or at least look. Nobody likes that shit. Or at least look at that person and be oh, why are they doing that? You know? Because I would at the very least just be like, why are they even doing that? You know? Because it's just like, you're just disturbing the vibe. You're just disturbing the vibe. Why you want to disturb the vibe, boo? Are you good? So it's like, that's why I'm like, dude, like, that's why I don't talk about this shit. Because I think thinking about it is a waste of time, but at the same time, I'm like, but we do have to, I want to make my own statements for a second, just a second. And then once I say it, I'm like, I don't usually need to say it again. So I'm like, whatever. I love you. I love you, racism. And then I'm like, if I'm gonna think about it, at least make it funny. You know? At least make it funny. I don't wanna like, I'm like, dude, I'm like 1960, what was how long ago? Guys, like, I'm like, dude, like, yeah, exactly. Keep the books. I'm like, keep the books that say, I mean, like if people from that time documented these things that were happening, then of course keep that stuff. Of course, keep the records. But like, we don't have to look at the records right, like all the time. We don't have to look at the records all the time. Every once in a while, we just visit it. That's why we have holidays. That's why we have holidays, guys. That's what holidays are for remembering the important things that we shouldn't forget. But like the whole racism, sexism, bigotry, no, shut the fuck up. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I would like to party and get this money. That's what I want. I want to party and get this money. And I don't want to scheme and lie for it. So that's why I'm doing this. And I'm like, hey guys, hey everybody. I'm like, hey everybody, hello. And then one day I come across a person who like does this cool thing, and then I'm like, whoa, you know. Like, it's always like, that's why I go outside, because I told my man over here I'm a neophile. I told him I'm a neophile. I like new things. Like I low key, like if I like if I don't see, like, experience or anything, like if I'm not exposed to new things, like I'm gonna be really, really, really unhappy. Ask me how I know. It's like, yeah, do I really need it? I think I do. Well, no, I don't. No, I don't, because I can see new things in my room. Like, if I have a computer or whatever, but, like, that's not happening right now. That's not happening right now. Man. Stop glass slipper. A glass slipper. Yeah, honestly, like, I do love Cinderella, though. I do love Cinderella. Oh my god, we love Cinderella. She, because she didn't have to, she didn't, well, okay, not the Brothers Grimm story. The Brothers Grimm story was, like, more metal than the Disney one. I like the Brothers Grimm version better. Cause I'm just a little bit like that. Cause my dad's a veteran. So the genetic memories sometimes they're like, girl, you're in the jungle right now. What was I even saying? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. What time is it? It's 2:20 p.m. Oh, I think that's why I like you. You look like Antonio a little bit. He looks like Antonio. I don't know. I guess I like a man who looks kind of like a bird. Antonio looks like a bird. Like in a good way. This guy looks like a bird in a good way. The one who gave me free tea and free water. I was like, no, he didn't bring it out to me right now. I was like, no, he didn't bring out this tea to me. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. So thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, you have a new nickname. Your nickname was Free Water, but now you got a different nickname now. It's I can't believe I'm doing this shit, dude. It's adobo. It's adobo. Because his face reminds me of a mask, like the ones like theater masks, the ones that they usually have there when there's like a logo or something, and then it made me think of The Mask. I thought of The Mask, and I thought of Cameron Diaz, and I thought of that video where she's like, I grew up with a lot of Filipinos. Lumpia, adobo. So yes, your nickname is adobo. Yes, exactly. It's exactly that intricate, and I love it. That's how Courtney and I would make up our code names sometimes. But sometimes it would be like very like straightforward. Sometimes it would be very straightforward because it's still like they're still not gonna know. I'm like, they're still not gonna know. Like Lorenzo Mendoza, his code name was Fuzzy Socks. And I was like, I love fuzzy socks. No, he had his chance. He had his chance. He doesn't, he's okay. He's all right without me. He'll be all right. Thank you, tree trimmers. Thank you, tree trimmers. We love you, tree trimmers. I love you, tree trimmers. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, cement layers. Thank you, cement layers. Thank you. Thank you, mustache. We love you, mustache. Dude, I'm like, seriously, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What do you say, I love you? Without even knowing you. Exactly. I love Jesus. I keep telling y'all, I love Jesus. I'm just trying to be like Jesus, bro. I love Jesus. Dude, no, the guy who played Jesus in Passion of the Christ, though, I was like, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. He's got a nose on him. No, that's the kind of nose I like. I like a nose that's like large, but like, and narrow, but not too much. Not too narrow. Just like, I don't know. And then like, it doesn't really matter what happens here. It doesn't really matter what happens here with me. I'm like, it could be whatever. Hi guys. Thank you guys. Firefighters. Give it up for firefighters. Long Beach Fire Department. Woo! We love you, Long Beach Fire Department. That's a nice Lexus. The Lexus is schön. Der Lexus ist schön. And then, like, sometimes I'll laugh like a certain person, and then I'll be like, holy shit, they must be calling today. I'm like, they must be calling me today through the ether, because I'm not here with them. I'm like, where are they? They're somewhere. If they're not dead, they're somewhere, alive somewhere. Somewhere on the planet, somewhere. They don't need to be here, but they could be somewhere, just talking about me maybe, or thinking about me, and then the memory. And the memory fumes just come out. Memory fumes just come out of our ears, and then it goes out into the atmosphere, and then it comes to the person. It goes exactly to the person it's supposed to go to. That's how I think it works. How do y'all think it works? Do you guys have any better ideas? That's telepathy. It's not actual telepathy. It's just like some, like, I don't know, it's like memory fumes. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like memory fumes, because your ears, like, I mean, like, okay, steam engines, dude. Like, I keep thinking of steam engines. If our brains are electrical, and if your brain is working, I guess, really well, then it's working fast, right? Yeah, like, if you can think of things really quickly, your brain's working fast. And then And then you have holes in the side of your ear, the side of your head. You have holes in the side of your head. You have holes in the side of your head where your brain is, dude. Dude. We're all computers, bro. We're all computers. That's why we do that shit. That's why we like math. That's why humans like math. That's why I keep saying, like unless you are literally retarded, which is not fun, right? The whole point is that it's not fun, right? I mean, well, not fun, but like it's not like it's not as fast as it could be. It's not as fast as it could be, but I've seen retarded people have plenty of fun. But they're having fun doing stuff that like they can do, right? Because when you put a retarded person in a position where like they're doing something that's beyond their capabilities, they get frustrated, don't they? They get really frustrated. They get really frustrated and unpleasant, and it's not fun. But we all do that though. But that's the point. Like that, but we all do that though. We all do that. Like, haven't you ever gotten mad that you doing this crossword and you're like, but I can't do this crossword because I don't know this word. And then you get frustrated. But the only difference is that like you should have the like maturity and ability to regulate your emotions that I guess a retarded person like doesn't have. I guess I don't know exactly. I really don't know. I'm not an expert. But I'm just talking. Talk, looking like a Trader Joe's. Just Trader Joe. I was saying something, but I forgot. That's why I just broke out in the song, low key. Every time we walk around, they say, how's she gonna hold him down? Ooh, they don't know what they missing. Cause they gonna run around these sisters. I prefer to just throw pop this shotgun. Baby girl's just digging all of my pockets. I was going hard by the magic hour. Hey, we were trying to... Wait, hold on. No, I was paying attention to that, and I forgot I stumbled on my lyric. I don't like it when the clouds go over the sun, bruh. I don't like when the clouds cover the sun. I really don't. I'm like, bring the sun back, you motherfucker. Bring the sun back. Dude, I hope the sun burns me to a crisp. I don't think I'm done on both sides yet. Come on. God. My eyelashes just keep falling. Dude, no, I'm like, It's the post-ovulation dip, bruh. It's the post-ovulation dip. We did a dip. I did a dip. I did it. My estrogen did a dip. My estrogen did a dip. It's luteal phase, guys. It's luteal phase. Happy first day of luteal phase. So I'm like a little tired today. And I keep spotting. I'm like, ugh. I did a bunch of research. I did a bunch of research actually. Yeah. Cause like I know the trends. Every single month it doesn't follow the exact same trend. Every single month it doesn't follow the exact same trend, which was what I was thinking in the first place before I did all that research. I was like, because it varies from month to month. I'm like, dude, I don't have the same exact symptoms from month to month. I never did. So I'm like, of course. And then they're like, oh, what are you eating? And then they're like, what are you eating? And then I was like, I don't know. Beef. I was like, I'm eating beef. I'm eating beef and I'm drinking water. My serotonin was all fucked up. And you know why? Post-traumatic stress. Post-traumatic stress. I was exposing myself to the people who traumatized me every single week. And then they would they would bother me. Like they would literally they were just they was just make fun of me in a way that just wasn't funny. Like it just didn't feel right. Didn't feel good. Didn't feel nice. Because it was, especially because I'm like, dude, you're my brother, and you're supposed to be you're supposed to be nice to me. But then he would be nice to me. But then when he was nice to me, it just felt like, ugh, you know, like I didn't, ugh. Like I just got this weird feeling. Weird feeling. It's really weird. So then I was like, yeah. And then guess what? After I was like, you guys are shit and I don't like you guys, fuck you. After I did that shit and I went to Europe and I came back, I was like, I feel great about that. I'm like, dude, if I could change one thing, it would be I would just not send those texts. That would be the only thing. Not because I'm ashamed of myself, but because it's just overkill, I guess. Overkill. It's just you know what? I should have just been like, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. She's just been like, no, don't do that. Just do something else. But I don't know. I did feel the need to let the demons out at the person who you know, who created a Horcrux. Motherfucker created a Horcrux. Trying to get rid of me as a baby, bruh. The fuck? Dude. Then my parentified teenage sister at the time is just like, you can't leave your child. Like, she had to tell a grown-ass woman to not leave her child, bruh. She was saying that she was so depressed about the way my dad was treating her that she was just gonna leave us. She was just gonna leave. Dude, have you seen Flowers in the... yeah. Have you seen Flowers in the Attic? Have you seen Flowers in the Attic, or have you read the book? I read the book. I haven't seen the movies. I didn't even know they had movies. I read the first book in the series, and yeah, that's what my mom reminds me of. That mom, who just leaves her kids in the fucking attic, and then one of her kids just fucking dies, bruh. Literally. I cried. I was so upset. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, and I'm a little bit emotional today. Obviously. I'm a little bit emotionally vulnerable. Because I'm just like, here are my mommy issues, guys. Here are my mommy issues. That's why I smoke weed. To forget about my pain. To take the edge off the pain. Anyways, what? Anyways, I'm just... Everybody stream Nice Shoes by Steve Lacy. If I had $1 for the... No, I'm not gonna say it. Haha. Haha. No, I'm not gonna say it. You know what? There's another meme, another Vine. You know what? I'm about to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. That's it.
Yeah, but that's perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, so I'll meet you at your house. Thank you. Of course. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude. Yeah. I have a strong sense of justice. I have a strong sense of justice. Yeah. If you ever wonder why I can't follow a straight line when I well, not sometimes I can't follow a straight line. Like there's a good chance that I won't follow a straight line, and then there's a chance that I will follow a straight line. But the reason why I kind of can't do that is because like I'm like, dude, I think it's because I took psychedelics. That's all. I think it's because I took psychedelics. I love psychedelics. I think they're beautiful and amazing and lovely. Just yeah, like you just shouldn't do it if you're scared, because that defeats the whole purpose. Because the whole reason of doing it like is to get you to open up. And if you're scared of like going in there, then maybe like while you're sober, right? Like while you're sober, I don't know, just journal. Talk to yourself. Like, what's going on? And I bet you it's something that relates to your dad or your mom. Bet. That's it. That's the secret, everybody. That was the whole secret the whole time. To unlock everything. Like if you're dealing with something, if you're dealing with some bullshit in your life, what does it remind you of? From either one of your parents or both. What does it remind you of? Did that shit make you feel good, or did it make you feel like shit? Do you want to keep making the same mistakes? No? Well, then what are we going to do different, boo? What are we doing different, boo? Oh my God. Like, I would ask myself that. I'm like, what are we doing different, boo? Because I don't like, I mean, but like, I feel like it's obvious that I have a father. I feel like it's obvious that I have a father. Because I'm not afraid to call a woman a fucking bitch. Because sometimes they are. Sometimes. I mean, not every woman acts like a bitch at all. Not every woman acts like a bitch at all. Like, there are women who are just there, and they're just like, I just want to have fun. And I just want somebody to spend my life with. And I really am just mild-mannered and kind. But that's probably like, but isn't that the thing that like that everybody's envious of like white girls, because they'll have a mom and a dad, and then their dad like actually like does stuff for mom without being told, and then mom just cooks, and she like, and then she sucks dick, and she's and everybody's happy, you know? I don't know. Cause I'm just saying, like, cause what happened to the black people's parents? Cause they had fathers in the house. They had fathers in the house once. And then something happened. Was it the government's fault? Was it the government's fault? And how was it the government's fault, if that's true? If it really was the government's fault? I heard about the welfare system. Yes, welfare. I heard about the guy. No, I remember because I listen to Candace Owens. Isn't it obvious? And she has a dad. Guys. Like, I'm just saying. I think it's obvious when, like, a person who either has or doesn't have their dad in the house, when a person has a dad who actually loves them. I think it's obvious. I think it's very obvious. Because I grew up, my dad was not in the house. Because my mom divorced him. Because she's a fucking idiot, bruh. I'm like, dude, I'm like sitting here and I'm like, he doesn't seem like a particularly like bad guy. I'm like, because I was thinking the same thing about Antonio. I was like, listen, this guy's a divorced dad. And I'm sitting here with him. And I'm like delighted by his presence. And I love his farm. And I love his friends and his family and his like and his wine. I'm like, you're divorced? I'm like, you? What? I'm like, what? I'm like, how? What? I'm like in my head, I'm probably never gonna ask him. Because I don't need to do that. Probably already told me. He probably already told me in some non-verbal way that I just have to reach into my subconscious to pull out. Like I'm not even worried about that. But it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, why would anybody want to divorce somebody if the person is perfectly like fine, like reasonable? Like my dad, like when I talk to my dad, like he doesn't seem like he's out of it. He's almost 80, bruh. My dad's almost 80 years old. My dad's almost 80 years old. And sometimes he has trouble asking for help because he's our father. And that's why men need to have children who know how to read their father when their father is saying things but not saying them. Because you don't want that guy to die and then it's like, oh, you could have been there to help, but you weren't. No. And I'm like, yeah, honor your mother and father, but if your mother's a fucking bitch, you have every right to call her a fucking bitch. And if your father's a fucking bitch, you have every right to call your father a fucking bitch. If it's true. Only if it's true. Only if it's true. Only if it's true. Only if it's true. But if not, then honor your mother and father. Yes. Do exactly what they said. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to help you with whatever you want. Because it's not my show. I'm like, it's not my show, it's your show. This is your space. I'm in your space. Here. Oh, you want copies? Oh, you want copies? Okay, I'll make you some copies. Dad, sure. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's the one who's funding my life right now. So I'm like, why should I disrespect him for no reason?
Oh, the candy?
But I have no problem disrespecting him if he starts getting disrespectful with me. Because I'm like, because I know he's not actually gonna hurt me. Because I didn't do anything. You know? Because I'm not doing anything. I don't beef with my dad for no reason. I never beef with my dad for no reason because I don't even like beefing with my dad. I hate beefing with my dad, dude. Because I'm like, we're supposed to be friends. I'm like, dude, we're supposed to be like friends or something. We're supposed to be able to talk. We're supposed to be able to talk and be like, you know what? This happened and I didn't like it. You know? That's why as soon as I got back, I was like, no, she hit me. I was like, she hit me.
What did I tell you about touching?
Because she hit me. I was so angry, dude. And then she was just acting like a fucking, just like a dictator. She was acting like a dictator. Like a tyrannical dictator. She was like, I'm only gonna give you a hug when you do something that I want you to do. Haha. It's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go into your room and just immediately sit on your new gaming chair that you just put together without asking, without an invite. This fucking bitch, dude. Yeah, exactly. And this is how I work through it. And I think that she deserves every word. This is how I keep from doing anything worse. So what if I want to call my mom a fucking bitch? She is. Fuck her. Maybe if she didn't act like one, I wouldn't call her one. And just if you have a concern about me being a girl's girl, oh, I have no problem being a girl's girl, baby. I do not. I love the girls who like me. The girls who like me, I'm like, girl, we can be best friends today, this instant, if you want. What would you like? What would you like to do? Like, I don't know if people know I'm really serious about that shit, for real. I'm like, do you wanna go frolic? Do you wanna go frolic in some fields instead of going to work? Yes? And then, but then the girls keep saying, no, I gotta go to work. And I'm like, la fangul, bruh. Vaffanculo. Che cazzo? Yeah. Excuse me. so funny that she's laughing at something. I wonder what she's laughing at. Bridgestone tires. Give it up for Bridgestone tires, everybody. Thank you, people who make tires for the cars. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys who make the cars. Thank you, everybody who makes cars. Might want to slow it up. Might want to slow it up a little bit, though. I don't know. Maybe that's what COVID was partially for. Maybe that's what COVID was partially for. Just so that we could just stop for a minute. Just so we could just stop for a minute, probably. And reset some things. And just naturally select some people. Let natural selection do something for a minute. Sorry. I'm sorry if that's offensive because, I know I heard COVID killed a bunch of people. I got COVID. I felt like I was going to die. I got COVID, twice that I know of. The last time I was sick, last week, what I say, I don't know what it felt like. It felt like a flu. It was kind of bad. It was kind of bad. Because, even, the immunity shots that I was taking in the, that I would get from, I don't know, the grocery store or, 7-Eleven. Because they have immunity shots, too, there. I was like, dude, I'm taking all these immunity shots and nothing's happening. Well, not nothing, but, it took me 10 to 12 days to get over that shit. I ain't like that. I don't like being sick. I'm okay with being sick if I can still sing, but I couldn't sing. That's why I was like, fuck. I could a little bit, but I still lost my voice is what I'm saying. I lost my voice. So I couldn't hit the highs. I could go low though. Dude, I do look like I'm about to start talking about some I can't stand the rain. Dude. Can you get to that? Can you get? I wanna know. I wanna know if you can get to that. Can you get? Hello, kids. I wanna know if you can get to that. Yes. Nice jeans, dude. Nice jeans. Those are nice jeans she's wearing. If I had $1 for the, you know what? No, I'm not gonna start singing that. No, you don't need to hear that. You don't need to hear that. You need to hear that. What you need to hear is whatever this is. This, whatever this genre is of rap that's subgenre of rap where they rap off beat. Whoever thought of that shit, fuck you. Holy shit, dude. The whole point of rapping is that it sounds good because you're rapping on beat. No. My younger brother tried to get me to listen to that shit. He doesn't listen to good shit. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do that. Not in my car. I was like, not in my car. So I vetoed him. So I was like, I'm turning this shit off. I'm gonna play my music because you're not playing anything good. Yeah. Anyways. Hello, Toyota Corolla hybrid. I'm guessing that it's a Corolla. I'm gonna see after this light. We're gonna see. Yeah, I like to do that. I just like to play games. Play games. And then that was a Camry. It was not a Corolla. I was wrong. I'm still learning. I'm really still learning. I'm like, I should know at this point. I should really know at this point the difference between but that's like but then they're like different years. They're different years, dude. And then the different models don't always look the same, dude. Because then they're like, ooh, it's 2026. We got to make it look nice. They're like, we got to make it look really, really nice. Got to make it look new and improved. Black BMW. I like black BMWs. Mirai means like, it means something. It means something in Japanese. I don't remember. Maybe I never learned, but I know it. Because there's an anime that I watched. There's a song. I think it's Hunter x Hunter. I think it's the outro, the Hunter x Hunter outro song. Probably only season 1 though. Probably only like season 1 or 2. It was because they like change them. They change them. Then I'm like, I don't know. Whatever. Dude, that one's good. Oh yeah, no, I feel like I already spoke about Demon Slayer a little bit. I like Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer a lot. I like Demon Michael Jackson. I like Demon Michael Jackson. I know he's the villain in the show, but I like Demon Michael Jackson. That's so fine. That man is so fine. I'm not talking about sneakers this time, or Turkish, or Michael Oshner. I'm talking about whoever this guy is. He's a new guy. I'm like, who's the new guy? I noticed so many things. No. Everybody notices everything. Everybody notices everything, right? Okay? Everybody notices everything already. It's just that their conscious mind didn't put the spotlight on it. So then it's like, it kind of is as if they didn't see anything, but if it happened, then they noticed. Everybody, all of us. That's why witches and wizards are the most powerful beings in the universe, the most powerful humans. Because what do? They cast their spells. They're talking out loud. They're saying something out loud. And then they're like, they just put their own razzle dazzle. They put their own razzle dazzle. That's the point. That's why they were getting burnt at the stake. Because people who had things to hide, or felt like they had things to hide, were like, I'm scared of my dirty laundry getting getting thrown out there. They were like, I'm scared of that shit. And then they were like, witch. And then they were like, and then they just started doing it just because they could, just because they weren't, what is it? They weren't like giving these women the trials that they deserved. Because they're like, how do you prove that someone's a witch? And they're like, did she dance in the woods naked? Do men like her? Witch. Did she sing? Witch. Like, what the fuck, bro? And then you realize, and then I'm thankful. And then I'm like, wow, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that we're all aware that we're all witches and wizards. We're all witches and wizards. Oh, we're all witches and wizards, because if you can operate a cell phone, that's it. You got your hands on a cell phone, you won. Dude, you won. I'm like, you won. You can use that cell phone for anything. Not anything, obviously, but like anything. Like you can journal, you can write your spells. That's your little spell book, dude. It's your little spell book. Order your potions. You can order your potions. You can order your mandrakes if you want. If you want. You could buy a car online, guys. You could buy a car online. Huh? And we just look at that shit and we're just like, yeah, you can buy a car online. Duh. Hello? Dude, we made it. We're here, guys. I was like everything's fine, guys. People just sometimes forget that everything was already fine. Some people just forget that everything was already completely fine. If you're alive, everything's fine. Just try to remind yourself that everything's fine. Everything's fine, even when it's not. I promise you, boo. I promise you. Even when it's not. Dude. Oh, I thought she had hot dogs strapped to her ankles, bro. Nice. Hot dog ankles, bro. Oh my god. That was great. Hot dog ankles. I'm not going to forget that one. I'm really not. Because one day when I have my shows, yes, my shows, my many shows, one of my many shows, Hot Dog Ankles is gonna be there. Not her, but like, it's gonna be a skit or something. Hot Dog Ankles, like some guy's gonna have some hot dogs strapped to his ankles and be like, they're my mom's 3-pound weights. Oh my god, I need to have a skit comedy. I need to have one, like in living color, dude. I'm like, dude, guys, I can do this. Because I watched it. I watched it. And I was like, oh my God, I love this show. I was like, this is it, guys. I love this show. I love Jim Carrey. How do I know genetic memories are real? I didn't know until today that my dad likes In Living Color. Or that he watched it at all. I think that show... Well, right now, I haven't... Like, the last time I watched it, I wasn't really laughing, but I was also in the same house as my mom. So let's just... Sometimes, like, legit, like, I'll just lose my appetite on, like, certain things that I liked before, and then, like, dude, I loved Luke James, right? Luke James. He was in the New Edition story on BET. He played Johnny Gill. And he, like, and I went to his concert. I went to one of his concerts one time with my ex-boyfriend. And I was just like, no. Like, it was like he sounded great. But the problem was that, I don't know, for some reason that night, he looked like my dad. And then I was like, because I didn't like that because I had a crush on him for like a long time. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why does he look like my dad? Ugh. And then I was like, well, I guess I don't like Luke James anymore. And then my mom just fucking, like, rubbed it in my face, basically. Basically, she was like, didn't you used to like, blah, 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 blah. Like, shut the fuck up. Dude. And then she turns up talking about some, oh yes, Luke James is so good and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't talk about him. I'm like, I don't even talk about him anymore. What do you mean? Shut up. Yeah, but I don't know. I just want to party, dude. Like, can I not just party? I just want to party. But I can't party until I have, like, a place with my stuff. I can party, right? But, like, it'll be easiest to party with a place with my stuff. And if I have, like, either a car that I bought for like $4,000 and I only pay like $100 on the insurance for, or like a motorcycle. And then, cause, or I could keep taking public transit, and the public transit system should probably take like not that long for me to get 30 miles away, you know? It's really inefficient. It's really inefficient, dude. I'm like, I went to Europe once, and I'm like, dude. Yeah. Ooh, and I just really, really, really didn't like the way my mom was like, she doesn't have rhythm. She said, I don't have rhythm. She said, I don't have rhythm. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just dancing, dude. Like, you know how that shit feels when your mom and your older brother just bully you? It doesn't feel good. Like, not even like playful bullying, like I mean, I don't know, like playful bullying has a vibe of playfulness. And bullying that hurts doesn't have a playful vibe at all. It has a resentful vibe, an angry vibe. And that motherfucker told me himself to my face that he just lets his anger build up until he explodes. So, and as far as I'm concerned, has there been anyone to step up to say that I attacked them? Oh no! In elementary school when I was a kid, like I slapped a little boy. And then I hit a little girl. Do I remember their names? Yes. I don't care if I was justified or not. I didn't need to hit anybody. It just wasn't necessary. Just wasn't necessary. Because nobody was actually, like, bothering me. But, like, the people who were really bothering me, like at school, nobody was bothering me as, like farther than, like, them calling me a crybaby. Because I would always tell on everybody if they were doing something. And I would cry when they would make fun of me for being a tattletale. But then, like, at home, it was just, if my mom was there, she was probably not nice. And if my older brother was there, he was probably fucking some chick. Cause there were just I've seen so many women just go to the garage, bruh. He was in the garage. I don't know why he wasn't in the house. Maybe it wasn't safe. But anyways, anywho. Oh, and by the way, like, my mom is just divorced, by the way. She's just divorced. Like, she had a husband, had 4 kids with him, divorce. And then she got another husband, had 2 kids with him, divorce. And then I've been, like, just piss poor my whole life. And my siblings, for some reason, they were talking about, oh yeah, we were starving. We were literally starving when we grew up. And then my brother is like, yeah, no, she was worse when we were growing up. She what? So I'm like, dude, I was like, dude, of course it's not just me. I was like, of course it's not just me. No, they were just waiting for me to do it because they know I can do it like a fucking, I don't know. They knew I would stomp her out. Because they knew I would stomp her out without actually stomping her out physically. Because I'm linguistically capable and talented. And graceful and eloquent. I know how to enunciate. I was like, low-key, like, no, I was just like, you know what? The other siblings, I trust. I'm like, that guy I don't trust, but you guys, I trust. On my mom's side, I have, well, yeah. Four from the other guy, and then two with my dad. And then, yeah, I'm chill with everybody except for one. I'm chill with everybody except for one. Specifically because that one and my mother did something. Oh, no. Did more than one thing over many years. So it's like, yeah, of course I forgave them for their bullshit. That's why I was hanging out with them for a while there. And then I broke up with my ex, and then suddenly I was like, wait a second. I don't even like you niggas. And then I was like, fuck you guys, dude. Because I remembered that I didn't like them. I remembered, dude. I forgot that I didn't like them. They were acting so nice to me that I forgot that I didn't fucking like them. I don't like them. I didn't like them. I don't like them. I never liked them. My mom said to me that when she would sing, I would fucking cry as a baby. And no, she can't sing. No, she can't. It does sound bad. It does sound bad when she sings. She doesn't fucking like the truth, obviously. But anyways. I don't know. What was I saying though? Anyways. Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like them because neither of them know how to keep their hands to themselves. And now I'm a new woman. And now I'm a new woman, but I was the same old person because I already knew that I didn't fucking like them. I just remember because I was hanging out with my ex so much. I just forgot. I was like, because I wanted my ex to just take me away. I just wanted him to take me away. And he did for a while. But he was low-key, like, trying to get me to fix this shit. For real. He was trying to get me to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Because he didn't like them either. But I was on his team. I was always on his team. That's why they were always mad. That's why they were always, like, tripping out. Because I was always on my ex's team, like, shut the fuck up. Because I'm like, why are you, like, because my ex didn't say anything wrong to them. My ex didn't say anything wrong. My ex's brother didn't say anything wrong. And they're just sitting there, making their fucking comments. Talking about stuff. Oh, no, he might be racist. I'm like, and then they're the ones being racist. I'm like, you guys are the ones being racist. They're the ones who were being racist the whole time. Because my other siblings, they loved hanging out with my ex. Even if they try to deny it now because they don't really like him because I say he was abusive, because he was. But he was awesome. He was awesome once. He was awesome once. That's why I hung out with him so much. And then I don't know what happened. He said he was stressed, but I'm like, I'm like, Part of me is just like, I think he was just testing me, like, is she really gonna, like, is she gonna finally break up with me and admit everything? And I did. Are you proud of me, boo? I did it. We did it. I did it. I'm cosplaying Funny Hair Joel today, guys. Anyways. Anyways, like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, they would just say disrespectful shit and then not get away with it and then get mad that they didn't get away with it. Starting drama. That's why I don't talk to them. That's why I'm angry with them, because they start drama between family members. This is like, why are we doing this? Drama. I'm like, and that's why I went back, because I was like, whatever. I was like, yeah, I do want to fight her, but, like, I'm not going to. I know how not to. I was like, I know how not to fight somebody even if I want to fight them. I know how to do that. So, like, why, like, that's why I went back. Because I knew that I was just going to talk shit. And then go into my room and lock the door and just exist. That's what I was going to, that was my plan. That was my plan when I got home. It was not to murder my mother. It was not. They served me those papers incorrectly anyways. I don't even know, like, what that was about. Like, you have to, you can't just wait for somebody to show up. you can't wait for somebody to show up to serve them their papers. You have to find them where they are and then give them their papers there. I'm like, dude, how do I know that this isn't just some prank? It's like, how do I know this isn't just some prank to get me to just make a scene? So I don't know. But obviously, some people don't want me to go to my house, so I'm like, okay, fine. But they don't want to say anything. They don't want to say anything. They better be remodeling that motherfucker. They better be remodeling that motherfucker. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. Because I'm like, dude. Like, you see what this bitch is doing? Like, what the fuck? Oh, no, man. Oh, no. They both give me the heebie-jeebies, for real. Not every nigga gives me the heebie-jeebies, okay? Don't ever try to say that like I hate black people. She's racist against her own kind. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm not. I mean, you can say it, but I'm just gonna stand there and I'm gonna be like, I'm probably just gonna walk away.
Nothing's really a value in the world.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna walk away. But if you start following me, I'll do my best to try to ignore you. I'll do my best to try to ignore you. And then if you keep doing whatever you're doing that's intrusive to me at this point, then I'm going to try to very politely ask you to please stop. Because I don't like what you're doing. Ooh, that is a nice one. I like that one. It's a nice car. That was an Ioniq 5, and it was Sarah's color. Sarah Elizabeth Wheaton. She likes that color. It's like kind of like periwinkle. But I don't think that one is exactly periwinkle though. The one she likes. It's a different. It's more bluish than like periwinkle is kind of grayish, isn't it? Anyway, nobody answers. Nobody answers. Sometimes I'm like, they're not answering. Why are they not answering? Oh. But you know who is here though. You know who is here. We got sneakers and Turkish Michael Oshner. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. They know I like them. They know I like them. They know I like them. Scarlett. Shout out to Scarlett. She's here today. She's working. She will hard for the money. So hard for the money. She work hard for the money, so you better treat her right. That is... I'm not exactly sure of the name because of the title of the song, because because that's not really my, I don't listen to, isn't that Donna Summer? I don't really listen to her. Like, not on a regular basis, no. But, like, if it's disco night, better believe she's there. She's there at disco night. Every disco night. Like, if you don't include Donna Summer, you're trash. You're trash. You're, like, literally trash. Dude. Damn, who put these kids on the internet, bruh? Whose kids are these on the internet, for real, though? Like, low-key, I'd be like, yeah. I don't know. Man. Like, we always talk about undercover cops and stuff. We always talk about undercover cops and stuff, don't we? We just be forgetting that they're there, too. We just be forgetting that they're there. Because we're never gonna stop having undercover cops. I don't think. Because you gotta get a guy on the inside, no. You gotta get a guy on the inside. Who just picks up intel.
Yeah, because right now
And then you send him to a place and you're like, yes, we're paying you, police officer, undercover police officer, to go into a shop and kind of just loiter around a place, walk around, talk to the people. What's going on over there? What's going on the street? What's going on the street? Which one of yous is it? Which one of yous? Which one of yous? How many of yous? What if it were a whole city? What if it were a whole town full of paid actors, basically, just to lure in the right person? What if you turn 2nd Street into Universal Studios? For someone who's very special and is about to get married. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? Like when you, if you were a guy who was in love with someone who loves Universal Studios and 2nd Street, wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you help out? I would help out. I would help out. I would be like, oh my God, that's amazing. I'd be like, oh my God, you're doing that for your girlfriend? That's so beautiful. But I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I really don't. All I know is I love surprises. And there is someone I keep freaking looking for somebody I keep looking for. Somebody I keep looking for. Origami Man. I'm looking for Origami Man. Where's Origami Man? I low-key know how to talk like everybody because everybody's here. Dude. Everybody's here. The Filipinos, the Turks, the Mexicans are here, obviously. White people are here, obviously. Black people are here. What else? Korean people are definitely here. Like, dude. And then I'll be like, maybe I'll just watch this Korean drama. But that's not me though. That's not me for real though. I used to, not really. But never really. I don't really like Korean dramas. I like it when they're interesting. Like, for some reason, romantic Korean dramas just, like, they're just so boring to me. They're so boring. I saw, like, a couple of them, and then I was like, oh, that was cool. Like, I saw EXO Next Door, like I said. And I saw part of It's Okay, That's Love. 괜찮아, 사랑이야. 괜찮아, 사랑이야. But, like, I didn't finish it because I got bored. I was like, okay, all right. I don't give a shit anymore. And I stopped watching K-dramas. I was into music. It was the music. And I like the movies. I like the movies that are like action or like horror. Like The Wailing. The Wailing was so good. And I saw Oldboy, and that one was crazy. That one was really, really crazy. It was really good, but the plot twist really, really messed me up for a minute there. I was like, no way. That was like the worst case scenario. That was the worst case scenario. It's like, what do you even do? Honestly, I feel like I would kill myself. At that point, I feel like I would kill myself. I'd be like, no way. Oh, I would never let myself just forget about it. No. But because I'm autistic though. Like, I'm autistic, dude. I'm autistic. If there's a thing that happened and I I feel like I would never make my peace with it. That's what I mean. I would never make my peace with it because that's disgusting. It's disgusting and horrible. That's why it messed me up. I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting and horrible. But yeah. But when I was a child, my first Korean movie was Werewolf Boy. That shit had me sobbing. I was sobbing. I was like, oh my God. I was like, no. Because the ending is not happy. The ending is not happy. It was a beautiful movie, though. It was a genuinely very, very beautiful movie. And I was crying. No, I don't think I was 10. I was like 12 or 13. No. The first like foreign movie I saw like in my room was either Korean, that movie, or it was Turkish. it was Turkish because I saw a butterfly's dream. I saw a butterfly's dream, and I know. Maybe that's why I can't let these motherfuckers go. Maybe that's why. I guess it did rewire my brain chemistry. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. It did. It did. It did. It did. It did. I didn't even really pay attention to the movie for real like that though. I was just like, but I watched the whole thing. I remember watching the movie. Like, I didn't fall asleep. I watched the whole thing. I didn't really get it, but I was like, I was like, all right, I guess. I didn't give a fuck. Because I was like too young to really, and also like because like I don't know. I just wasn't really paying attention. Just like when I was an adult, and then I found the two Turkish guys, and then I was like, I didn't think that both of them were in love with me at the same time. No, I really didn't. I'm like, of course. Of course they're not in love with me, both of them. I was like, of course not. But then I was like, wait a second. And it took me 6 years in a breakup to realize. But I feel like the only reason it took me so long is because I was also dealing with work stress and family stress because these motherfuckers were causing drama all the time. Like, if you had a shitty mother, you have every right to say that you had a shitty mother, especially if you can argue your point. If you can argue your point backwards and forwards with no script, you've earned the right to call your mom a stupid fucking bitch. That's why I became a lawyer without the license. I read like 20 pages of how to argue and win every time. I read that shit. That's also a reason why I was like, I think genetic memory is real, because my ex-boyfriend gave me that book to read myself. And I read the first chapter on like personal authority, and then I was like, and I just put it down. I didn't feel interested in reading it anymore. But then instantly I was like able to like kind of like argue my point. Like I'm like and actually be calm about it. Because I remembered my personal authority. I'm like, wait a second, I didn't do that. Or like I did that. And then I'm like, and then I just started arguing better. I started arguing better after that. But I'm like, if he read that book, that could explain why I only needed to read a little bit and then not finish it. But really, like, I can argue. But also because I was making arguments in high school, though. Like, not just because I read that book. Like, I was forming arguments in high school. Like when I would like, it would be like, yeah, let's do an argumentative essay right now. Put your evidence, put your claim, put your counterclaim, put your, yeah, all that. And the book was great. The book was great. But yeah, I also think that the book like increased my confidence. Because I was like, wait a second, yeah, exactly. I only experienced what I experienced. So like if somebody's like, that didn't happen to you, I'll be like, yes, it did. Calling me a liar? Calling me a liar? And that's why I try my best to tell the truth all the time. Like, all the time, as much as humanly possible. I'm like, I need to tell the truth. Because if I don't, then I'm gonna suffer more stupidly than I need to. That's what Jordan Peterson says. Don't want to suffer more stupidly than you need to. You really don't. That's what, like, because, like, yeah, truth, like, you're gonna, like, the thing is, I realized that both get you into trouble. That's what he said too. That's what he said too. It was like, it's just like you're just gonna get into trouble. You're gonna get into trouble no matter what. Because you're alive. You're gonna find some trouble. Because if God wants you to be strong and capable and prepared, then you're gonna have to run into some trouble sometimes. But it's nothing you can't handle. Because if you couldn't handle it, you'd be dead. Exactly. Yeah, I can talk about a mile a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really did. I'm not going to talk about it. I know. I want some. You know, I did say I wanted my 3 o'clock burger, but I didn't say that, but I was saying something like that. I do want my 3 o'clock burger, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't feel like shit right now, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not very hungry. I'm just gonna drink some water though. Sometimes I forget to dude. I honestly, I don't think university was created for men. I think it was created for women. I think it was created for women. For women by women. Seriously. I'm like, I love you guys. I'm like, I love you guys. I honestly love, like, most of you guys. But some of you are awful. I love most of you, but some of you are awful. And the awful ones, they always know it's them because they get upset. Those are the ones who get upset. A hit dog hollers. Seriously. Even if they don't make a single sound, they holler. Because do you realize every single person is always talking about themselves at every single moment. Every single person is always talking about themselves. But not just verbally. I mean, like, even silently. Yeah, I know y'all notice that shit. But you're probably like, I don't know what to do with that information. So I just, like, I maybe you don't do anything because you don't know what to do with the information. Maybe. What you do with it is that's how you get your data about what people think about you. It's like, what do they do when they're alone with you? How do they act when they're alone with you? How do they act when they're with you and in a group of people? Who are the people? Because it matters who the people are. It really matters who the people are.
Catch up y'all in a bit.
All right, see ya.
Some people are beefing. See? Some people are beefing. And then every time I see people beefing, I'm like, I just laugh. I don't know what else to do because I'm like, dude, oh my God. I feel like it's just a waste of time. At least it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time for sure. It's a waste of my time. I'd rather be standing right here. I'd rather be standing right here telling everybody about my mommy issues and why I am the way I am. Am I like, excuse me. And I always know my estrogen is taking a dip when my nails start breaking. Ugh. And when I start feeling a little bit, a little fussy. I feel a little fussy today. Isn't it obvious? It's obvious. A little fussy, a little sassy. Like, ooh, I just got a spidey sense. What was that? Oh, in the back of my, like, right here. What was that? I had like a tingle. It was a tingle. It was just a tingle. That's it. Spidey sense. Oh, that's a nice purse. I had a purse just like that. This is really just ridiculous. I didn't use my Healthy Hoof today. Shame on me, I didn't use my Healthy Hoof today. Somebody very important to me told me about that stuff. He told me about that stuff. He told me about this story. He told me this story about how I don't know, his thumb got like jammed in the door or something, and then his whole nail came off or something, and then he started using Healthy Hoof and like it grew back or something. And I don't even know if it's true. I don't know if it's true or if he was just selling something that he made, trying to sell me something that he made. I don't know. Because they're the entrepreneurs. They've got their entrepreneur things going on. And I would love to be an entrepreneur, but like my way. If I can do it my way, then I would love to do that shit my way. And it feels like I'm about to do that shit my way. It feels like I'm already doing it because I'm like I downloaded some booking apps, dude. I downloaded some booking apps so that people can make appointments. Because I'm like, dude, I realized that you don't have to have a license to have an entertainment company, bro. Like, you don't have to have a license or like an LLC or anything. You can just be like, this is the name of my company. I'm the CEO. Fuck you. And it's just me. I work here. I realized you could do that. And now I have to set it up. I have to set everything up. I haven't set everything up yet. But I'm taking my time. That's why I'm like, you know, I'll spend one day inside just kind of organizing things, and then I'll go outside, and then if I feel like I can concentrate on setting things up, then I'll set some things up. And then when I feel like I want to put this down and not set anything up for a little while, then I'll put it down and not set anything up for a little while. And I'll do something else. If I want to play video games, I'll go play video games. If I want to go paint my nails, I'll go paint my nails. But at the same time, need money for that stuff. But that's why I have the motivation to be setting things up, honestly. Cause I'm like, I need some money. But right now, like I'm not doing it like my hair's on fire. I'm not doing it like my hair's on fire. That's all I want. I just want to be able to do it like my hair's not on fire. Cause I don't know what this is with like the I don't know what you would call it, the managerial class of the United States. Like, why does it feel like they just want us to be doing shit and feel like our hair is on fire while we're doing it? I don't like that. I really don't like it. And I'm yanking whoever that is by the ear, and I'm saying, hello, we don't fucking like it. I'm going to say it for you guys too, because I know you guys don't like it. You guys are always complaining. You're like, I don't like my job. I hate my job. And I'm like, well, quit. And they're like, but my car. with my apartment. And then I'm like, okay, well, then what are you gonna do? Because either you're gonna have to stop talking about it, or your boss mysteriously disappears. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't want me to have a talk with your boss. I personally think that every single one of my friends should just quit their jobs and just be like, I'm just staying at home until somebody decides to marry me and whisk me away. That's what I think all these women should be doing. Be like, I'm not working until I have something to feel, like there's like I don't like watching women go to work and they're on their periods and they're all like upset that they have to be there. I don't like that shit. I would rather not see my friend at work that day because she's giving herself a mani-pedi because she's on her period and she wants to self-care that day. I'll be like, dude, I personally think that they should pay us to stay home on our periods. Because we're barely getting any work done anyways. We don't want to be there. We're sitting there like, my cramps. Come on. And then somebody says the wrong thing, and then we start crying. And then here come the waterworks. I cried today. I'm not on my period. That's exactly my point. Because it's not just on the period. That's why I'm like, dude, we should just stay the fuck home. We should just stay the fuck home and go to the park. We should stay the fuck home and go to the park with our husband's money and a little baby. If you want one. And don't be mean to your fucking baby or else I'll hunt you down. I will hunt you down myself. Because I was hurt. I was a baby and I was hurt by the person I was supposed to be protected by. And my dad wasn't there to bitch slap her because she fucking divorced him. You see what I mean? Like, they're like, I'm just gonna divorce you and take your shit, and you're not gonna be able to see your kids unless I say boo. That shit is fucked up. I don't like that shit. I'm like, girl, you did you even try? Like, did you even try to find someone good enough to never divorce, to never imagine a reality where you would divorce? Were you plotting the whole time? What happened? I really want to know what happened. Seriously. Yeah. And then I guess I would say I am still fucking pissed off at her because she wouldn't take the time to see if she could take me to Turkey with her. Dude, I was like, you can just take me out of school for like 2 weeks, dude. Yes, you can just take your kid out of school for like a week or two and be like, kid, we're going to Turkey, bruh. Tell your teachers to fuck off. I would do that. Me and my little half Turkish babies. I would be like, oh, your dad wants to take a trip. Oh, you're in school? That's fine. We'll write you a note. Boo. I mean, we'll write you a note. Tell them you broke your ankle or something. I don't know. Dude, I want to be my kid's favorite lawyer, bro. I want my kids to feel proud of me. Wow, my mom is actually on my team. Because my mom is not on my fucking team, obviously, dude. Or else she would be standing right here next to me and I'd be like, Mom. No, mama. No, mama. Fuck her. I don't fucking like her. Oh, yeah. I mean, does it sound like a grudge? She don't know. She's like, it's too out of context, boo. Never mind. I do also like doing that shit too. I like asking people questions that they definitely don't know the answer to. And they're just sitting there like, what? It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. I like harmless, playful behavior. I'm a trickster spirit. I really am. I'm the leprechaun. Who steals your nose. I have a pot of gold. Dude. But how would I have procured my pot of gold if it weren't for a bunch of dudes sitting somewhere talking about yeah, we need her. Yeah, give her this money. Yeah, she said this, give her the money. Dude, I literally walked in there. I was like, because I had calculated everything. And I was like, I can only do $30 an hour, sir. If I'm going to work here, I need $30 an hour. And then, what?
You wear this?
Yes?
Parlo italiano?
No.
It's Italian.
I know. I bought it in the airport. I didn't have an extra shirt. Well, which a few.
Which one?
Well, I'm not fluent. I'm not fluent in anything other than English.
Oh, right.
But I can speak a little.
I thought you were Italian.
I mean, partially.
Come on, I'll see you.
Okay. See? And then an Italian comes up, and then he's like, "What you want to do, mama?" And I'm like, "I will plead the fifth for right now." Dude, I keep telling you, no, the stereotypes are true. The stereotypes are true. I feel like, especially about Italians, I feel like they try the least to evade their stereotypes. Dude, I feel like black people try the hardest. Black people and like Mexican people try the hardest, I feel like. And then Asians sometimes, but not really still, because they're still like, but my mom though, like my mom would kill, like my mom though. and then, but like Italians, they like when I went over there, I was like, they really don't give a fuck, huh?
Not really. Money is
They really don't give a fuck. They just be living. At least when I was where I was about an hour drive northeast of Rome. With Antonio and the kids, his son Alfredo, and Alfredo's friends, and Antonio's friends, and his family. I met a dude named Fabrizio. I was like, holy shit! I was like, you're real? I heard that name. I've heard that name before, like as a Sanjay. Like Sanjay is the general name that you would hear in like an American television show for an Indian person. It's like, his name is Sanjay, or his name is like Raj or something, like just like something basic. And I forgot where I was going with that one. Yeah. No, the Italians, that's what I was talking about. They just, probably the reason why I would say like Italy won. The reason why Italy won is because they fed me marijuana. And marijuana is illegal in Turkey, and I didn't know anybody who would give me any. So I was like, all right, well, I miss my marijuana. I miss my marijuana in Turkey so much that I bought a nicotine vape.
We don't have a ring.
Yeah. And then I threw it away. I threw it away in the hostel bathroom in Rome. Because it made me, because I took a hit and it made me feel like dizzy. And I was like, wait a second, what the fuck? I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw this away because I'm going to Amsterdam anyway. Those are nice pants. Oh, she probably doesn't hear me. Those are nice pants. Oh my god, the dog is gone! That is so cute. Hi. I think I saw that guy before. I think I saw him before and I smiled at him. Because he's handsome. He's got a beard. He looks Middle Eastern.
The food is really good. I've tried it.
I love Middle Eastern guys. I'm sorry. I know, like, there are so many toxic Middle Eastern dudes. Oh my god, they're so fucking toxic sometimes. I'm like, fuck, dude. But like the ones who are like actually, who were raised right, the ones who were raised right in any ethnic group, like you'll know. You'll just know. That's why I'm over here. I'm like, it seems like these motherfuckers were raised right.
Oh, yes! Dude!
To me, in my opinion, I'm like, I think you guys were raised right.
I always make my dates take me there, and then I make them bring me here. I do. Yeah, usually that.
Cause honestly, like, my man be standing over here like looking like posted up. He be posted up low key. I'll be like, dude, like what? Like imagine if I passed out. Imagine if I passed out right now because I need anything today. Imagine. What do you think would happen? Would at least one of them call an ambulance for me or not? Or would they just leave me there? And I think they would all, I personally think that they would all be falling over each other just to check my pulse. That's what I think.
Yo, guys.
That's what I think. Maybe I should. Oh my baby! I'm not playing these games. No. I'm just kidding. I'm literally just kidding. I would actually never, like, not on purpose. Not on purpose, no. If I faint, it's not on purpose. Please help me. I'm not about to cry wolf. No, because they tell you the story, right? Didn't they tell you the story, child? Didn't they tell you the story about the little boy who cried wolf? They tell me the story. Shout out Nicholas Gonzalez. I love you, Nicholas Gonzalez. The story. If you keep telling lies, then you're gonna be consumed by your lies.
And you charge what you want because you pay for the bottle. So I start off like $12 a shot. But by the end of the night, I'm giving them away. You know, but I made a lot of money.
So stop lying, kids. Stop lying.
Oh, you're welcome.
Or else you'll be devoured by a lion.
Life is good.
Like, no. Taryn Elizabeth Harris taught me that.
You mean exceptional?
Where is she? I miss her.
Yeah.
Does she love me? Does she hate me?
But I think,
Does she think I'm stupid? I think she thinks I'm stupid or something.
I've been there.
That's okay. She's still there. I love
No, I
her.
know, but I thought you
She can think I'm stupid. She can think whatever she wants about me. Everybody can think whatever they want about me. but you absolutely cannot act on things that are displeasing or harmful to me. Like, no. Because I'm like, guys, that's my newest husband right there. Oh, maybe him too. No, maybe him now.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
He's driving a Kia Soul and he had a nice mustache.
A guy?
I'm into mustaches.
A mother?
Man. But like not like
I just say that
not
because
like lame mustaches. Not no peach fuzz, bro. That's not a mustache. It's not a mustache. Like mustaches from a guy who can grow a beard. You know? Magic. Or goatee though. Not goatee, like not the full goatee, but like the Nicholas Gonzalez. I'm like, Maya Louise told me about how she was into that. I was like, I didn't really see it at the time, but now I'm like, after I met Nicholas Gonzalez, so I'm like, I called him up. He was like, it's good to hear from you. I was like, of course you would say that. Like, of course you would say that. He has such a big crush on me. That's why I was like, sir, I was like, I can't be hanging out with you. I can't be seen with you. I was like, I can't be seen with you. Not like unless like you better be telling me something about work. I'm like, you better be telling me something about work if you show up here, because I'm specifically trying not to cheat on my boyfriend. I was like, I'm specifically trying not to cheat on my boyfriend. So, Nicholas Gonzalez, please behave yourself. He did mostly. But then there were times where I was like, I was feeling a little bit like, like don't do that. Don't do that. Don't help me. Please don't help me. Please don't help me. Because I know that guys just, when guys help you for no reason, it means they like you. Like without you having to ask them to do it, it means they like you. Or they're trying to get you. It means they're trying to get you. Or they like you. Hi. Yeah, that is the same guy. Like a guy is not gonna give you $10 unless he likes you, you know.
You what? Yeah, I beat your here, but okay. Oh my God, I think this. What?
Oh, yeah. He's giving. He's like giving. No, I'm talking about one of my husbands here. I'm talking about one of my husbands. I haven't been talking about him because I'm not really interested in not too much. I'm like, I think he's handsome. because he kind of looks like Amir Khan to me. I'm like, because I have a crush on him. You know I have a crush on Amir Khan. I'm like, kya bolti tu? I'm like, come on. I love that shit. I really do.
You're married?
Yes, yes, I got it to break it. Yes, yes.
It is short. It's better to be happy, joyful, and peaceful.
I love Amir Khan. He's also one of my Indian husbands, of course. He's one of my Bollywood movie star husbands. One of several. One of several. He's not number one though. We all know who number one is. We all know who number one is. But he's number two. He's number two though. No, but honestly, okay guys, okay, well I have 4 minutes left before I have to turn this shit off. Before it shuts off. I was gonna say something. Something Bollywood related. Something. What was I gonna say? Oh, be careful. Be careful. Oh, he's wearing babe. Babe. Kill a whale. Shoot it.
Which also lets this is what courage
Hey. Ichima, I'm a motherfucking trendsetter. Hey, I'm my shit, very rare. Never seen a man. Dude. Ichima is a legendary song. It's a legendary song, and no, I won't forget. Ichima means no, don't forget. Ichima means no, don't forget. No, it doesn't mean no, don't forget. It means don't forget. I'm just putting emphasis. Don't forget. Don't forget. Ichima. And I remember a bunch of white boys in high school trying to get on my good side by listening to that shit. I was like, thank you, white boys. I love you, white boys. You have a nose on you. I like you. And a beard. And a beard. And a beard. And a beard. He's got a beard. I got 1 minute left. Now what? Now what? Now what? Bye.